I've been warming up for this run 3 times longer than I was supposed to. I don't want to run today. I just had to walk 4 kilometers. Such a So, I think I'm just bad at giving up. And I don't mean that like in the cool like startup founder kind of way where you just don't give up ever. I mean that in the way that like I just don't know when to give up. I give up too early most of the time. I think I don't push hard enough. I never know. Like it never feels right to me when I give up, and like it eats at me a lot, you know? So today's the first run that I would say I wasn't able to complete. Today was the hard day. Today was 10 kilometers as hard as I can, max output, max heart rate kind of thing. And it was a struggle. I don't know. I got 6 kilometers in, and you know, my knee started wobbling, and you know, it happened twice, and you know, there was a sharp pain that turned into a dull ache. And I ended up walking the last 4 kilometers. Alright, first I gotta calm down, and I gotta shower. Well, that was refreshing. Just kidding, it's been like 5 days since the knee injury. I can't believe I've wet my hair for this bit. Like, I am soaked. So today is Sunday. When I did this run was on Tuesday. And today marks the first day where my knee actually isn't actively in pain. But first, I think the real thing we have to talk about is why my knee got screwed up in the first place. I looked back at the numbers, looked back at the route that I did, and I did a little bit of digging. And I came up with this. For this run, I was supposed to run 10K at the highest heart rate possible. And I always start the first kilometer with as fast a pace as I can. So for this, I actually managed to do a personal best, the fastest 1K I've ever done in my life. I was pretty happy with that. But the thing is once I get to the second kilometer, this is one of the more substantial hills. It's the longest hill on my entire route, and it's one of the hardest ones I could find in my area. These first 2 kilometers were really quite intense to actually get up. And after that, from 2 to about 5, it really starts leveling up. I find a roundabout way to get down to the bottom of the hill. Between 5 and 6 is the steepest hill that I'm able to find. It's one of those things that cars stall trying to get up. And once I got to the top, that's where everything started falling down. I got so tired that I feel like my form really fell apart. I rolled my ankle and I strained my knee. And I tried running about 300 meters more, but genuinely my knee started aching and I could just immediately tell that it was a problem. So I walked 4 more kilometers home. And then I rested. Now, looking at this, I think I did try doing the hills a little bit too hard, but I think the main thing was that I knew that I was in pain. I knew that I was sore, but I ignored it. Like, I was putting so much pressure on myself to go faster, that I need to constantly be improving for every single race, that I strained myself when I should have taken it easy today, or that day. Honestly, I don't think that's the worst of it. I think I would have been fine. The day after was an hour and a half of running at an easy pace. So I assumed I would be able to do it, and honestly, it didn't feel that bad in the moment, but once I slept it off, it went from an infrequent pain to a constant ache in my knee. Literally, driving a manual car started to become painful just by me putting the pressure down. And that's when I made the call. It's no longer how fast can I get with 30 days of training. I'm delaying it a week, and now it's how fast can I get in 37 days of training. And, you know, that kind of sucks. I kind of feel like I've let myself down a little bit with that, but the thing is I knew that I could get hurt doing this training program. I specifically made it so that it would be really hard to do. So I kind of feel like, okay, cool, I should push forward because you knew this was going to happen all along. But the reality is this race is an arbitrary date. This pressure that I'm putting myself is arbitrary as well. So I'm going to just do whatever I want to do and see how it goes. So anyways, that's kind of all I got for this week. I'm going to be starting week 3 of training this Tuesday and then keep going from there. So it's officially been 1 week since my injury. I feel kind of weird calling it an injury. I hurt my knee, I had a boo-boo. Either way, it's been 1 week since I actually went on a run. So this is week 3, which is actually week 4, which is a little bit confusing. But yeah, I'm restarting week 3 with 10K of hard, fast running. But this time, 0 hills, just completely flat. So I just finished the 10K run. I'm not gonna lie, it was really fucking hard. Like in a lot of ways, I feel like I'm back to week one. My heart rate was really high. I felt like I was gonna vomit the whole time. I was cramping up like crazy. It was just really, really quite painful. In terms of time, I'm semi-impressed, I'd say. It's the fastest 5K I've done during this program, fastest 10K overall by far, but it's nowhere near the mark, so I'm really not sure how I should feel. In terms of knee pain, it really only started hurting afterwards, so that's not too bad. So all in all, I'd say my feelings are mixed. It's good that I'm not injured anymore, but I really feel like my progression has sort of like flattened out. So ultimately, we'll have to see how the rest of this week goes, but yeah, I think I'm definitely missing the mark come race day. Today is Friday, which only can mean one thing: tempo day. I have to run 40 minutes as fast as I can, and it's kind of gross out, like really gross. The past 2 days have been pretty good, pretty easy days. These are the results here, but yeah, I don't know. I think I'm feeling strong. I think my knee's feeling good. The only thing that's gonna stop me is it's pretty wet out, you know? Like, I might slip. That did not go well. I don't know what it was, but I just could not go fast today. My legs didn't let me. I don't even know if it was strength. Like literally Monday, I was so uncomfortable, but I was able to push through it way better than I was today. Today, I don't even know if I consider it hard. I was just running and just didn't have any drive to push faster. Like my fastest pace was 3:57. My fastest pace was 3:57. Like literally on Monday, I did a full kilometer at 3:51. I did my fastest pace at 3:23. Like where's that difference? I can't let this get in my head. Like it bugs me, you know. Like I had one job to do today, and that was to run. Like I don't know. It's just discouraging for sure. Like I consider this at the end of the week. I do have one run left, but like this is like the test week, you know. And I don't think I'm doing well. Like we'll see how next week is. It's my final week of like training, and then it's race day. You know, that race is coming up soon. And I don't know. I don't even know if I'm able to beat my best time. You know, like I just don't want to do all this work without even getting a PR. You know, like that sucks.